Hey everybody! Happy June 14th. Every day is a day to celebrate, but today's extra special because I can just feel that all of you are on the same page. And if you're in my boat and you are on the same page, you are so lucky. I am now considering myself to be extremely blessed, way more than I thought before. You guys, this is not just expecting the expectation of union to be granted. That's like a cherry on top now, and that in itself is so much to be thankful for, considering how volatile this emotionally this journey of being a twin flame can be. So eyes landed on 4-4. I wanted to let you guys celebrate a little more in today because there's such a good reading in store for you. This may be a 1-hour video, so if it cuts off, it will be into 2. So hope you guys can stick along to get and see that. Alright, this is called the My Spirit Guide reading. So the first space will be, and by the way, this is just for feminine, and the rest of the cards, there's a lot going on over here under this that you can't see. That's going to be for masculine. Divine masculine also is going to have actually more cards came out for him in this reading, in this video. So this was the spot for what is this reading about, what are your guides, and then this is for me. So I hope you guys understand that this may not apply to everybody, but people that are on the more balanced path now and no expectation, just love and expression path, then you'll totally see how this applies to you and your life and your loved one as well. Loved ones. Okay? So this again is a spot for what the reading is all about for you. Next would be what your guide is trying, or your guides are trying to tell you. Okay, next would be what advice they're trying to give you, and then the outcome if you decide to take that advice. Okay, so I'm cheesing right now to tell you guys. All right, I pulled these a while ago. I'm gonna drink some tea. So I'm also excited because I'm gonna be able to relearn this. Sometimes when I pull cards, it's just so intense the message that I just take a break from it before I'm even fully done reading the outcome, because it's just so overwhelmingly good. Okay, you guys, so first, Divine Feminine, we have the purpose of this, the whole nature of your guides trying to get you to do this specific reading through me right now. Me sharing this with you is getting this reading. So it is for your serenity. Clearly, Divine Feminine wants this and has wanted this since the moment, if not before, the moment that we met our twin. Or we realized doors shut, or we shut doors on other things that are not our twin, or had the door shut on us by other things who we thought we could maybe give a shot with. Now, this is before the part where you've gotten to balanced expression, divine expression, using your heart, your highest heart, they're saying, in like as your GPS. So we've always wanted this balance, this palace within. This heart is peaceful, and we've wanted that to come true in our reality, our physical 3D reality. So in this reading, you will get advice from your guides on how to do that, and you'll have my take on it from what I get from my guides and angels trying to help you. So this is mainly just expressing that it is out there, this peace, it is inside, and it's important for you to take steps into making these next chapters, or this next unit of your life, to be dedicated into keeping that. I mean, and if you think about it, if heaven is close, the new earth is close, then wouldn't you want to keep that vibe in practice and get that locked down, right? Okay, so also you can call on Archangel Chamuel for that. When I pulled, and actually I'm going to have to read these backwards because it made more sense in the way I actually pulled them. So the first card being, the purpose of this was the Eight of Swords. And when I saw this, I was like, yep, of course it would be. It would be, oh, let me get some background, 1 second. Okay, got it, guys. I hope you guys like, I call her Sade, but I think her name is probably Sade. But anyway, when I saw this, the Eight of Swords in this, and where my guides are telling me what this is all about, why they want me to get this reading for myself, that moment was this. And I thought I had passed this. I thought I had already, you know, seen the illusion, seen my own faults, gotten away from those, you know, collision of beliefs, just like masculine's doing. And by the way, if you think about it, this is crazy mirroring. Like, I'm sure if there was a twin flame movie, the mirroring would be so precise in different forms, but so exactly a mirror reflected on the divine masculine side. So, right, knowing that with all these energies lately, and all this learning, and all this growing, and all that, I was surprised to see that this is why my guides were telling me, you know, what that was all about. So the next card makes it all make sense. Courage, you guys. This is to get that serenity, to make that heaven on earth, to make that heaven on earth come near faster by being that already. Like walking around as if we're in this palace. Inside this palace, inside our hearts, is inside our hearts. It takes courage to be that. It's taking courage just to speak to you guys like this. You know, so this is our challenge, it seems. Okay? That's what they're trying to say. As well as understanding that it doesn't matter to be taking the path less taken. It's, see, we're leaving something. Okay, this is the situation here, and this is our old ways, our old beliefs, old pre-constructed formats, scripts on how to be. Okay, and this also has to do with going in towards this serenity, into this higher realm thinking, into higher beliefs, higher expectations. But these are, it's almost like it's not an expectation anymore, because it's simply being content and just being divine, guys. Now, this is the advice from your guides. And we have here, it started with the Two of Swords. So making this decision and putting the most support on your side. You don't have to be blindfolded when you toss this dart, you know. There's even this bird and this cat are laughing, thinking like this is not the most efficient way. There's got to be a better way, okay, of getting that done, of this mission done. And so it seems like my guides are trying to get me, they're playing in my thoughts. Some people are thinking they have to wait because they don't want, well, let me slow that down, that they have to wait alone because of the fear of hurting their twin. And now your twin's higher self wants you to express and not get cold. And you know, if you don't use your heart, you won't be able to do it naturally when your twin comes and finally does arrive. So what you have to do is like start circuit training that heart, okay? Make sure you use your divine guidance. Make sure you're listening to people that are talking about this stuff, because this is important to everybody. That means they really care, okay? This stuff being your sole responsibilities to yourself, not just to your twin, okay? It has to happen that way, honey. It has to, because that's the only way you would attract love, is to really fully love yourself, okay? So that Two of Swords, this target we have, this mission, you have to do it efficiently, and you have to be okay in order for others to be okay. In order for you to make others okay, you have to be okay. All right? So then, to clarify that, we have friendship. See? So not always do woman and male contact or experiences have to be urged or pushed towards intimacy, guys. Be that new spirit that really doesn't need that, in the sense of when you're on dates. 11:11 on the clock. I know I didn't mean to look, but I was about to say that nowadays millennials, like, all expect that they're entitled to something after a date, or even that's what a date is for, it seems sometimes. So just try and get out of this 3D and get into your divinity, okay? Transform. Transhuman shit is what you should be into by this point. And when you go into 3D, it's really just to see who's struggling and try to help out. See? Perfect. To help balance out. See, use that throat chakra. Okay? I just realized this is going to be a mega long video. There's so many cards still. Okay. So, another one we have. Alright, on this balance. This balance is about balancing the lies. The lies, really, though, to ourselves, and what we've put up with throughout our whole childhood, for a long time, you guys. 122, 2 on the clock. So next card is a 19, completion. So our advice is to wrap this up, this 3D stuff. We're headed for something new, because, you know, it seems like, I don't mean to put in fear at all to anyone, but shit's gonna go down. It's gonna be like full disclosure. It's going to be a lot of things that will make people shocked and scared. So that means people will have to be controlled. And yeah, you guys. Okay, so my advice is to release all these things that make you stay here, and make you stay in this fear, in this need of even a community type of thing. Go out in nature in your next vacations and teach your kids some stuff on how to live off the land, and how to gain this rite of passage in nature, and how to respect it, so they can have a shot at surviving in the right way, you know, and having nature on their side, and teach them about the third energy, God, and remember to tell them to understand that there's a spirit, the spirit, okay, and then there's a religious spirit. So to know the difference, and because sometimes the religious spirit is not always the one that you really want to always understand, because it seems so that people led by the religious spirit seem more to look for, instead of through someone's truth, more about like silly details on that, so they lose discernment in a way. So just be careful with that, and that's what that balance is telling us to reach ourselves and tune out of all that lower vibe stuff. Okay. And I just gave you an example on how to do that, getting out into nature and understanding how. Okay. Express love through gifts, giving small token to someone. This one was actually for a divine masculine, so I'm going to put that back. I just remembered, by the way. Okay, so then the last was, if you follow this advice, you would be feeling divine feminine wow, I was surprised when I saw this, and I was very happy, pleasantly surprised to see it. This is the Eight of Pentacles, so hard work you'll be seeing, but hard work and look and listen to the music. You'll get the applause, but not only that, you'll be working on something that is applaudable, you know, like something great, something that is evolutionary in its nature. You guys are showing transcendence and golden time, golden opportunity to do that. Everyone has the opportunity to do so, okay? To surrender and into yourself, your highest self, the highest good. And it's not that hard. These topics, they're not really that hard to follow, and they're not that crazy to explain when you really talk about it this way, right? So I thank my guides. Oh, message. Oh, delivered. Something from my eBay just got delivered. And that's funny because I just delivered what I thought to myself was one of the best messages I could ever tell you guys. Okay. So I just love Sade, whatever you guys like to call her. Alright, that was that for us, feminine. We have also a new deck that got in today for me. This is the Ancient Animal Wisdom deck. Oh my gosh, we're going to use these. I forgot to clarify, but we'll be using that for that, okay? And alright, let's get into the Divine Masculine. So, for his, let's just move these out. I'll leave those. Yeah. So what he got for what this is all about for him was the Seven of Cups, his wish. So his guides are pressing on him more like, what do you really want? What do you know what you need? You already know. You already know. That's funny they say that to me now, because my whole life I kept hearing this inner thought in a different language, by the way, that I don't normally use, but I do know. And it's, you already know. You already know. So it's funny they tell me that. That's what's going on. Pick what you already know you need. Divine Masculine. You already know. And I think you already know who can give you that. So, I mean, it's all made. You've got it made. Okay, so the rest of that was also, this was the next card that was under that. You don't need to be holding it this way. You have a partner or someone willing to be a partner, whatever format that you wish that to look like. That's unconditional. A friend that'll help ease in that load, because you don't need it to be. And the moon being full there and the red passion being there is that you guys are connected, and know that. So the hardest thing and the only thing that gets in the way of people's highest, greatest abilities and greatest truths and greatest life paths is fear. Themselves having that fear. Maybe it's because it's a little too passionate. It's a little too archetypal. I mean, my twin is a Cancer and I'm a Leo. That is very, if it wasn't for me being a Cancer moon, I possibly could be too, like his karmic. And I think an Aquarius, not Aries, I think it's an Aquarius, maybe Aries. Those that are just not to bash on Aries, but they're just, the way they are is more independent and self-reliant, strong-willed, and not needing anybody. Whereas the Lion can roar, but a little splinter on the paw would make it, totally render it like completely unusable to the world, and it'll be also so thankful to the little mouse that helped. So it's so emotional. Those two signs actually are the biggest hearts in the zodiac, and they go well together. So see, Divine Masculine, you don't have to think your only option is you doing all of this for the rest of time. Like it's been how it's been, you against the world. Always, if it's felt that way, realize it doesn't have to be. Especially look at these that are looking at you. These hooded animals, antlered animals, horned animals, I guess is what I was trying to get at, are looking at you. And actually what those horns on these antlers on these animals mean, it's their connection to the spirit realm, just like our hair is. Native cultures would braid their hair as a symbol, their reminder of being closeness to spirit. Okay, so your next card was new beginning. So this is what it's all about for you, Divine Masculine, your new beginning. Okay, and then there was the Page of Swords with it. So really being, the Page of Cups is like, oh, prancing along, being, I'll learn about how to love. Very Shakespearean, very that. But this guy is like, cut to the chase. This is like, I don't know why they showed me the guy from Magic Mike, but but I don't think it was from that movie. What's his name, you guys? Channing Tatum? That guy, Channing. They're like very strong personality, very direct, very confident. The Page of Cups is also that way, but a little more frilly and foreigner type. Okay, so Divine Masculine, for the next space you received, and I think this was messages from your guides. Yeah, the messages from your guides, and the next one was advice from your guides. So at the bottom you had, in reverse, the Seven of Wands. So it seems like this is coming. You're going to be this guy, but you're almost like, it's like you're getting pushed to the plank. You're walking the plank, it feels, but it's not supposed to feel that way, because what you're walking towards is and it probably for our Divine Masculine is feeling this. It's making him feel this way because of other people around him, making it feel uncool to be him. And it seems like that's what the design for the bad side, the dark side, whatever you want to call it, would do. And that side would be the side that does not want to see twins and united. A whole nation being united would be bad for them. And I saw that at 222 when I thought United Nation. That's what they don't want. Okay, 2233 as well. All right, 8 of Pentacles. So you're going to work, and that's probably what you're going to work at. Being this guy who's strong enough to defend when his back's against the wall, defend what he loves and needs and knows he loves. Okay, so someone is really studying, could be, and also could be studying more about ascension processes, because Divine Masculine, I'm pretty sure y'all going through it. You guys, I'll be using the Atlantis and numerology decks also for clarification. So advice from that, Divine Masculine, is, I would say, sweat it out. Run your woes away. Okay, get on in nature. Get off the treadmill though. Get on out in nature. Definitely. Okay, so the next card, what you had all this about still. No, I'm sorry. This was the advice. And I have a feeling that some of these cards got a little mixed up, but the messages, I pray, will still get to you in the same way. So in your messages, you got the High Priestess. So your guides really want you to get intuitive and get out. Look, purple again, intuitive, and in nature it sparks more, gets you chilled out enough so you can think things out clearly from a balanced perspective, whether you like it or not. If you're a hunter, I'm seeing go out and do a deer. If it's time you're allowed to do that. I don't really know how to do that. I always wanted to, but currently not totally savvy on when and how and where. But if you are, and you do that, and you're used to that, or even if you want to and it's something you want to do, I would say talk to the people that you need to talk to and get what you need to get done legally to go and do that rite of passage type of thing. You would definitely, 24:42 on the clock, and that's very important with what I'm about to say, is getting a guide, actual living live person that can help you. Even with the hunting stuff, it's important because this stuff is not just for well, it is for anyone, but it's not just that you can walk up and shoot something and feel good and write about it, okay? You have to respect it and contribute to this, okay? Balanced with it. You should want that, and I know you souls understand that. So again, advice is about, okay, I think I asked for clarification and a few popped out. That's why there's so many. And clarification on this working hard at what? Now, sorry about that commercial. Back to Sade or Sade. Anyway, you got the sun, and it could be because immediately what I get from this is that, and it matches, I think, with my twins situation. Divine Masculine may be caught up with something that they got themselves entangled in, and they don't want to have a baby with or have a happy future with. You know, the sun, like literally the sun, or they just don't want the responsibility of what they've started with somebody. It could be the contract with their twin, because of just in nature you are faced with your shadows, you know, to live with them and clear them. You know, that's also scary. But it's also, since this Two of Wands in reverse is here, is that this decision is going to be made soon, and the Justice is upright. Awesome. That whether it be for the karmic leaving, that drifting apart and ending, or whether that be realizing that this twin thing, this pull, this magnetic atomic love attraction is right, and it is the only thing that you needed. So far, Divine Masculine, you could be, they're also finding out who you really want to have a child with. And eventually, you may be away with them now. It may look dark and gloomy now, but you're getting an understanding how to get back, basically. And you may just need a little more time to vocalize that truth, because of just how scary it might feel. You might be alone. Okay, you have expressed love through gifts. Give a small token to someone. Express your love to them. Text your Divine Feminine. Message them. Send them a picture even, and not respond if you don't feel comfortable. But that speaks volumes, remember? A picture screams 1,000 words. So I know for a lot of you, you will do that, and I just seen what that would bring, and that's just so much more cracks of light in the world from people. A lot of tears from your Divine Feminines and Masculines. Okay? Appreciate this moment. See, that's tears of appreciation is what I saw. Each and every situation has an opportunity to grow and find love. It's beautiful, you guys. Whew. You guys are maturing so much, Divine Masculine. It seems like you guys got the harder route, and boy, the feminine route is hard. It's felt hard for the past couple of years. I've honestly understood. The other day I was thinking at a low point, I was like, I'm sure there's twins out there that's committed suicide. And it's just like, because it's so crazy. I'm sure. But I refuse to believe that. We're all strong. We're not meant to do that. We've got this light in us, and it'll always seep through. It's in our eyes. Alright, guys. So, again, appreciate this moment. Just like when we were kids. Or just like when we always have. Every past life. Very cool. So, you also have in your advice, wisdom. This is what it's about for you, Divine Masculine. I also asked specifically what your advice was for, and this is for, again, cutting out anything that you know you gotta get away from that's too 3D, too materialistic. I have to speed up to get this in one video, but I think I can do it. So if not, I hope you guys do check out the next posting. So the devil, you guys, as in divine masculine, are really hitting a breakthrough where you realize all the stuff you liked last year is so last year. You're not even wanting so much. See, you want to really relish in the something that you can be prideful about. You don't want to be hanging around anymore and being indecisive. And I asked if they could give me a card for if you really take on this advice, and they gave us for you the Knight of Wands. And this guy is passionate. He's not at all timid about what he knows to be his truth and vocalizing that. He is fire. He is on fire. And so this is what your advice is to get that outcome. And what you need to listen to get that is your own heart, your own discernment, divine masculine. Okay? Get away from also like see no evil, hear no evil, all that. Don't be a weasel, you know. And understand that, this card was for us to understand that he's got this on his mind. And she's pregnant. Queen of Cups. Now, I'm not sure if this was in reverse, but I'll read it in the reverse. If it was, this is someone that is not correct. She is coming a little too strong to him. Just not right. Okay, maybe this is the person he doesn't want to get pregnant. This karmic, possibly. The blonde, yes, the blonde is his karmic. And most of my readings, she is, and in real life.